Okay, I think I'm on. I want to welcome everybody to the premiere broadcast of the new PirateJim TV. And I'm going to make believe there's music playing or something. There's no music playing, of course. And I'm going to switch over here, and here I am. Hello. Here I am with my hat because it's my first broadcast. Um, well, I don't know what I look like. I look like Pharrell Williams or something. I don't know who I am. Okay. Oh, I got 3 people watching already. Look at this. Wow. Okay. Very good. So now I'm still working on figuring out some things here, but I think we've got it all figured out pretty much. Let me move this over here so I don't get myself confused. Okay, we got 3 people watching. Very good. Well, it's better than nothing, I suppose. Okay, so I'm going to take this hat off because it's already starting to bug me. So we'll get rid of the hat. Okay. So now, we got 4 people watching. Wonderful. Okay. Well, let's get right down to it, shall we? We're going to be talking about. I'm going to be talking about 20 music-related questions. I'm going to be answering. But before I begin the questions, I got these questions from. Well, let me give you a little backstory. My mother's childhood friend. Her name is June. She used to live in Elmwood Park, New Jersey, up north, and I want to say maybe it's been over 20 years. I know that. She moved to Ireland. Her husband Tom is from Ireland, so they moved to Ireland. They have a daughter named Mariana, and Mariana is a very talented graphic designer, illustrator. She has her own YouTube channel, which she uses mostly for showcasing her work. But recently on her channel, she does also some uh, off-topic things. But recently she did a little show about music questions. So I borrowed her questions and I'm going to answer them myself. And if you want to take a look at her channel and you want to take a look at what her video looked like answering these questions, I have the links to all those things in the box below this. So you can take a look at that when you're done watching me. Okay, so let's get on with it so we don't bore people to death. Oh, look, I'm down to 2 people. Oh boy, I've only been on for 3 minutes and I'm already boring people. Oh boy. Okay. Well, we're going to go through 20 questions. Let's see how long that takes. And of course, I'll have some visuals. Well, the first question is what band or artist do I have the most albums by? Well, I think if people know me, I think they know that I like Billy Joel. In fact, Billy Joel is going to be the answer to a lot of these questions. But oh, what's going on here? Oh, okay. Oh, look at this. Oh, all right. I got somebody in the chat room. It's I think it's Mariana's boyfriend. Okay. Not boring, just watching. Well, very good. Thank you very much. Just wait. It'll be boring in a second. No. Anyway, what band or artist do I own the most albums by? Well, it's gonna be Billy Joel, and the count is 42. I have 42 CDs by Billy Joel, and that includes the various bootlegs I've acquired over the years. It also includes um, some of the early bands that Billy Joel was in before he was a solo artist, including I have one here, the Hassles. The Hassles. Where am I? There I am. The Hassles. This was a band that he was in on Long Island back in the late 1960s. This was their first album. I have on CD, of course, which is out of print. I acquired this. Well, I got this off of eBay, but. If you're into like 60s psychedelic rock, that's pretty much what this is, and he sings the lead on a few songs, and I have a few other bootlegged things of Billy Joel's. Of course, his normal albums, of course, as well. So I'm not going to go through all 42 Billy Joel CDs. We'll be sitting here forever. So, but anyway, that's who I have, Billy Joel, for the most CDs by an artist that I have. And the next question is, what's the last song I listened to? The last song I listened to was, actually, it was something I posted on Facebook earlier today. Jimmy Fallon's parody of Styx's Too Much Time on My Hands. And if you haven't had a chance to watch that, you can look it up on my Facebook page, or you can probably find it here on YouTube somewhere. And if you're familiar with I would probably think you should watch the actual Styx video and then compare it to Jimmy Fallon's video. It's almost the same thing. But I thought it was pretty funny. That's why I posted it. So let's see what else. What's in my CD player right now? Nothing. Nothing's in my player right now. Um, the only thing, I don't really put a lot of CDs in the player that much, only because of the fact that I get most of my stuff online, and usually if I burn a CD, I'll put it in there and make sure it works. But other than that, I don't have anything in the CD player at the moment. Okay, now the next question is, what's the last show I attended? The last show I attended was, was Billy Joel. Yes, I finally got to see Billy Joel. I've wanted to see him for a long time. I saw him at Madison Square Garden in New York in January of 2014. I know it's been a couple of years already. I'm probably overdue for another concert, but, well, you know. But anyway, yeah, actually, I've wanted to see Billy Joel for a long time, and that was the first show he did for his long residency of MSG shows he's doing, and he's still doing them. In fact, I believe he's booked up for the rest of the year. So there's still obviously demand. Oh, and as far as how I acquired the tickets to that show, I actually won them from a radio station. I won them from New Jersey 101.5. It was an online thing. I sent in stuff, and I had to answer a whole bunch of crazy questions. And then they called me up one day and said, "Hey, you won the tickets." I'm like, "Did you dial the wrong number?" I mean, because I don't win anything, But I won the tickets. The only little complaint I have is that the seats were kind of sucky. If you've ever been to Madison Square Garden, let's just say like Billy Joel was like over here, and I'm sitting all the way up there. So it was kind of tough to. Oh, what's this? Oh, Mariana's watching. Oh, Mariana, I hope you caught the plug I gave you at the beginning of the show. If not, well, you can replay this when I'm done. And yes, well, I know. Yes, broadband in Ireland is kind of slow compared to what I have here, but I understand that. But anyway, I'm glad you're watching. I'm glad. Yes, and I should note that it's 2 o'clock in the morning in Ireland, so I'm very appreciative that I have some an audience in Ireland, even at 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so anyway, yes, I won tickets to see Billy Joel, and that's how I saw him in January of 2014. And I'm happy to say I was actually able to, finally see him in person. Okay, next question. What's the greatest show I've ever been to? Well, oh, and she did. Thank you very much. Okay, yes, I'm talking to Mariana again. Yes, she did hear the plug. Thank you. Okay, the greatest show I've ever been to. Well, there's Billy Joel again. Just for the fact I've always wanted to see him, and I finally got to see him live. And actually, one of the bootlegs I have of Billy Joel is from the actual concert. I'm on some Billy Joel group on Facebook, and they posted the actual, they pieced it together from a whole bunch of different people taping the show. So I got like the whole concert, via audio, so that was kind of neat. So I got like the whole concert on a CD, bootlegged, of course. So the other show I'd have to say was pretty good. Was I saw Journey and Def Leppard at the Borgata. Oh, look, somebody's calling me, but there's no caller ID. Oh, you're out of luck. I'm not answering that phone. Okay. Now, how dare somebody call me while I'm trying to do a show here? With no caller ID, no less. Well, I'm not going to answer it, so forget it. Okay, thank you. Anyway, I saw Journey and Def Leppard at the Borgata in Atlantic City back in 2006. Geez, it was almost 10 years ago. It was July of 2006 to be exact, and I went with a friend of mine, Patty Mosier. Maybe Patty's watching. I don't know, but now what? Who keeps calling me? Anyway, we'll just ignore that. But anyway, yes, I saw. This is very annoying. Anyway, let's wait for this to stop. Thank you. Who keeps calling me? I have no idea. Okay. My phone never rings, and now it rings. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, can I continue with my story, please? Thank you very much. All right. Anyway. But, yes, I saw Def Leppard and Billy Joel. Def Leppard and Billy Joel. That'd be something. Def Leppard and Journey at the Borgata in Atlantic City. And that was a great show because we actually were right by the stage. And And actually, there is a couple of clips. Another viewer checking in. This is Francesca. I'm a big fan of yours, but I hate Billy Joel. I'm sorry. I think Billy Joel's great, but I'm going to get to more people. Don't worry. Um, but yeah, we were right by the stage, and there actually are some video clips of it on YouTube. Um, but it was an awesome time. I mean, you know, the only thing about Journey is in 2006. Who was the lead singer of Journey? Steve Augeri was the guy, and he looked and sounded just like Steve Perry. Um, so it was, you know, a halfway decent concert. Of course, Def Leppard was great too. I mean, I liked Journey, of course. Who? I don't even know who R5 is. Okay. So I love interacting with the audience. Okay, anyway. But so as far as the greatest show I've ever been to, I'd say it was, of course, Billy Joel, and Journey and Def Leppard was an awesome concert as well. Let's see, what's the worst show I've ever been to? Well, you know, I don't think there's a worst show. I mean, all right, now, this is getting annoying. All right, stop. Whoever is calling me, stop. Okay. If anybody's watching and they're trying to call me, please don't call me, because I'm trying to get through these questions, and I'm trying to do this within a reasonable amount of time before I bore people. All right, thank you. Now, the worst show I've ever been to, there really isn't one. I mean, you know, all the shows I've been to have been halfway decent, so I have no complaints with a bad show. What's the most musically involved I've ever been in? Well, the most musically involved I've ever been involved with would have to be radio, I guess, because, well, I've been on some radio stations, which I briefly talked about on the test broadcast. If you haven't watched the test broadcast, well, you can watch that after this as well if you want. You know, the two pirate stations I was on, WODD and WTRR, no, TRR especially was music intensive. And when I visit my dad down in Texas, there's a couple of stations down there I visit, and you know, not that I've ever programmed music myself on a radio station, but I mean, as far as music is concerned, that's probably about as close to music involvement as I've ever been. So we'll just leave it at that. Okay. What show am I looking forward to? Well, I'm not, because I'm not planning any shows at the moment. I'm not planning on going to any shows at the moment, so I have nothing to look forward to. Oh well. Let's see. My first. Well, all right. Now the next question I added myself, because initially there were only. Initially there was only. Who is this? Oh, now there's a number. Don't know who the number is though. All right. I don't believe it. This is the. Now let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. My cell phone never rings, and now, in the course of 10 minutes, it's rung 5 times. I have no idea who it is. No, I'm sorry. I can't. I'm having no guests. I'm sorry. This is a solo show. I'm not bringing any guests in to the show at the moment. All right. Now, I added this question because there's initially only 19 questions here. Yes, I'm actually going to have to be reading off a piece of paper. There's only 19 questions, but I added a question. I added question number 9 because I wanted it to be 20. So the question that I added myself was, what was my first CD? Well, my first CD I actually have right here. I still have it. Where is it? I don't know who keeps calling. That's Erica checking in. Erica, I have no idea who keeps calling, but it's annoying, and I wish they would stop. But I mean, if it was somebody I knew, I'd probably answer it. But I don't know who it is. Okay, my first CD I ever bought, which I still have, I got it in 1987, and it still plays. Oh, and I got a voice. Oh boy, I got a voicemail and well, I'll have to check the voicemail after the show. I don't know who it is. Person who called me, I don't know who you are, but maybe you can text me. Let me know who you are, because I'm not going to answer. I'm not going to check my voicemail while I'm trying to do a TV show here. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, the first CD I bought was Expose's Exposure. Yes, Expose. I got it in 1987, and it still plays. I mean, I can't play it because the copyright police will come and get me. But yes, the CD still plays. I got it in. There it is. This is my first CD, 1987. Now, if you don't know who Expose is, they did songs like "Come Go With Me" and "Point of No Return" and all those dance songs. from the 80s. And if you remember, now I got this CD from a department store that no longer exists, Caldor. They had an awesome music department. And back then, the CDs came in these big cardboard long boxes. They were called long boxes. And unfortunately, I don't have one to show you because, well, they're all gone. But yes, this is my first CD. Now, as an extra added bonus, now before I was buying CDs, I actually did buy vinyl. Believe it or not, yes, I did buy vinyl. Actually, the first vinyl record I acquired, I actually won on the boardwalk in Seaside Heights back in 1985. And I still have that too. And I actually had to dig this up because I couldn't find it. But I found it. And it's, I don't know, people don't even know what this is probably. This is a record. This is a record. All right, I don't know who the voicemail is, but whoever you are, I'll get to you after the show. Okay. This is the first record I ever acquired. It's actually a 12-inch single, and it's from the group UTFO, and the song is Leader of the Pack. Now, UTFO is like a rap group. And if you don't know what Leader of the Pack sounds like, well, you can find that on YouTube as well. Oh, let's see. I got people in the chat room saying hello to me. Oh, Francine Campbell. Hello, Francine Campbell. Thank you for checking in. Anyway, yes. So this was my first record. I didn't actually buy it. I won it on the boardwalk from one of those, crazy, stands with the wheel. I don't know what I did to win this. It was a million years ago. But yes, this is my first record, UTFO, Leader of the Pack. So there you go. That was like over 30 years ago. Crazy. So anyway, so there you go. So there's my first record and my first CD. Okay. Next question. What's my favorite band shirt? Well, my favorite band shirt is, I have it over here. My favorite band shirt, it has to be the shirt I got from the Journey concert, the Journey and Def Leppard concert. Yeah, at the Borgata. And the reason why I like this shirt, here it is. So it says Journey, and on the back of the shirt, it has all the dates from the concert. If you can see that or not, probably not. If I bring it up closer, yeah, a little bit. There you go. So all the dates in the concert are there, 2006 tour. Yes. Now the reason why I like this shirt is because it still fits me. The shirt still fits me. Frank checking in. Frank Campisi. Hello, Frank. Thanks for checking in. Anyway, this is my favorite shirt because it still fits me over 10 years later. So that's my band shirt. Okay. Oh, we're halfway through the questions. We're up to question number 11 now. Oh, I'm sure people are really getting excited now. Number 11. What musician would you like to hang out with for a day? Well, I'll tell you what. It's a toss-up between Billy Joel. There's Billy Joel again. There's a toss-up between Billy Joel and Paul McCartney, only because of the fact that these two people are like iconic, especially Paul McCartney. Wow, 6 people watching it at the Frank Campisi household. Wow, all right, you got a whole crowd there. That's awesome. So let's see. So that's 6, and then I got 6 watching on here right now. So I got like almost a dozen people. That's amazing. Anyway, I would say Billy Joel and Paul McCartney. Actually, I'd like to hang out with both of them together at the same time. That'd be pretty awesome. I'd love to talk to both of them. That'd be great, because they're such iconic figures and they've touched the lives of so many people. I would love to hang out with them. Let's see. What is one musician or group that you wish would make a comeback? Well, I'll tell you what. I wish the groups that I grew up with would go on tour. No, I'm sorry. I'm not taking. I don't know if that was you. No, I don't think that was you calling. Probably no. Yes, I'm getting messages on my phone, and I'm sorry that I'm not going to be able to take your call this time. Maybe on a future show we can converse. So we'll leave it at that. I'm not going to say who it is. But we'll try to get back to that person some other time. Anyway, I hope you heard that. Anyway, as far as you lost sound. Well, didn't you lose sound the last? No, this is Erica. Now this is Erica. No, I'm okay. Now at least all right. No, I'm not taking the phone call. I'm sorry. No, I'm not taking the phone call. Okay. We'll just let this go. Yeah, I know. Amazing. This is the now I've had a cell phone for about 6 years, and this is the most my phone has ever rung ever. Amazing. Yes, I'm not. Maybe on a future show I'll take phone calls, but I'm not taking phone calls tonight. I'm sorry. Anyway, um, as far as groups want to make a comeback, well, I'll tell you what. I'd like to see the groups that I grew up with go on tour with their original lead singers. Like, for example, I'd love to see Journey with Steve Perry. I mean, that would be an awesome concert because Steve Perry actually still has a voice. He was actually he had brief little concerts, I think, a year or two ago, and which I caught on, whatever people taped on YouTube, and he still sounded great. He's in his 60s. He still sounded awesome. And I know the people of Journey. I know the guys in Journey, like Neil Sean, who's a lead singer. He's a leader of Journey, not a lead singer. They expressed interest in, welcoming him back to the group if he, wants to make a guest appearance at one of their concerts or something. But, the ball's in Steve's court now. If he wants to, do a few shows at Journey, that'd be awesome. And oh wow, look, I got a picture. I got someone sent me a picture of me on the computer. Well, thank you very much. I'll have to check that out later. Okay. Yeah, I'd love to see if Steve Perry came back to Journey, that'd be awesome. Likewise, if Peter Cetera went back to Chicago, I'd love to see that as well. See now in the Chicago situation. I mean, Peter Cetera apparently has a big ego because Chicago was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame recently, and Chicago invited Peter Cetera to join them on stage to sing a song, and they went back and forth, and Peter's like, no, I don't want to do it, and blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, come on, give me a break. Like, if he can't handle singing one song, I mean, first of all, if it wasn't for Chicago, Peter Cetera would be a nobody. I mean, Peter Cetera made Chicago. But anyway, see, I'm going off on a tangent again. See, so there you go. Next question sort of is kind of related to the last one. What's one band or artist you've never seen live that you always wanted to? Well, I would have loved. Actually, I wouldn't mind seeing Chicago now because there are some original people still left in the group. Robert Lamb, who plays keyboards, he's still in the group Chicago, as well as I think most of the horn section. But I wouldn't mind seeing Chicago. Let's see, who has Hall & Oates? I wouldn't mind seeing a Hall & Oates too. I know Hall & Oates do still play some concerts around the area, but no, I wouldn't mind seeing Hall & Oates in concert. Let's see, next question. Now here's an interesting question. Name 4 or more flawless albums? Well, that was actually kind of tough because there's a lot of albums I can listen to from beginning to end. Well, let's see. I happen to have some over here. Let's see if I can get my shirt out of the way. The first one I'd have to say is the Power Station. Yes. Who is this? Oh, that's the same thing from before. Okay. The Power Station. This is an 80s group. This is an 80s super group, which consisted of Robert Palmer, the guy who was saying Addicted to Love and all that stuff, with the girls. All the girls that look the same dancing or, playing drums or something, And who else is in this group? That guy that was in Chick, I forget his name. And the other guy, it says it right here on the back of the CD. Thank you very much. Robert Palmer, John Taylor from Duran Duran, Tony Thompson, he played the drums. John Taylor and Andy Taylor from Duran Duran were in this group. Tony Thompson, I don't know where he was from. But anyway. The Power Station, this is an awesome album. And this is the 20th anniversary edition of the album. So it has the album's on here, and there's a bunch of remixes and 12-inch singles on here, and there's also a DVD of now there's only 3 singles released in this album. So the 3 videos are on here, plus I think there's a documentary of how they made the album on here. So this is an awesome area. This is an awesome album. If you haven't listened to it, you have to listen to it. This is great. Okay, the Power Station. Let's see what else we have. The Power Station, and here's Billy Joel again. Oh boy, you're gonna get me tired of saying Billy Joel. Now I like all of Billy Joel's albums, but this is probably the best one, 52nd Street. There I am. 52nd Street. This is an awesome album because it's got every song in this album is awesome. You know, Big Shot, Honesty, My Life, Zanzibar. I love Zanzibar. Zanzibar is a good song. Um, Now, actually, when I bought this CD, if I can open it, when I bought this CD was actually a re-release. They remastered it, and they also, you have to put it in a computer to play it. There's videos. The videos from the videos that he released from this album are on the CD itself, on a computer file. You have to actually put it in the computer to see it. But which is kind of primitive because this came out. This was remastered back in 1998, so you know, it uses an antiquated piece of software for it to play. But I think it does still. I think the video is still playing here if I was going to try it. But yeah, Billy Joel's 52nd Street, awesome. And what else? Well, I guess it goes without saying that probably anything from the Beatles. Should I even include the Beatles? I mean, I think we all like the Beatles, don't we? This is the Beatles box set. Here I am. The Beatles box set. This is like all their albums in one box. But I mean, what can I say about the Beatles? I mean, you know, every album of theirs was awesome. So you got the Beatles, and the only other album I have over here is the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blood Sugar Sex Magic. This is an awesome album as well. What's on here? Give It Away, and all sorts of stuff. Under the Bridge, awesome stuff. Suck My Kiss is a good song. So there's 17 songs on this album, and I played this a lot when it came out. I played this a lot. So there's my 4 flawless albums, according to. Let's see. I'm not. I don't know. I'm not paying attention to the chat room over here. Marianne is going to bed. Okay. Well, you can catch the archive afterwards. Yes. And Francine, Beatlemania, October 22nd. Well, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, so I don't know what I'm going to do October 22nd. I'll have to let you know about that. I don't know about Beatlemania. We'll let you know about that. Okay. Let's see. Next question. How many music-related videos or DVDs do I have? Well, according to my sheet here, I have 30, and I'm not gonna rattle off all 30. We'll be here all night. But you're gonna have to take my word for it. I have 30 music-related DVDs. I'll actually show you one since it's fairly close by. Pardon me one second. Now I just got this for Christmas. Now, if you haven't seen this, this is amazing. This is a collection of, yes, the Beatles did actually do music videos back in the 60s. And this is a collection of their music videos that they did. It's called 1+. Now, this is the Blu-ray edition of this. And what they did is they remastered these videos in such pristine quality. It looks like they were recorded yesterday. I mean, that's how crystal clear these videos are. These videos are awesome. Now, now I got the Blu-ray version, which actually includes a bonus disc of another 25 videos. And one of the videos that's on the bonus disc is Strawberry Fields. Now, if you haven't seen the Strawberry Fields Forever video, you have to watch it. It's amazing. So this is one of the 30 music-related DVDs I have. What's this? Mark Says Hi. Oh, Mark's watching? Oh, awesome. Okay. People from work are watching me. Oh, boy. I better watch my P's and Q's. Okay, let's see. All right. Oh, my goodness. Pardon me. That's my chair. Ugh. All right. Next question. How many concerts or shows have I been to total? Well, I didn't. And since it's not that many, I'll just rattle off the concerts I've been to. I mean, of course, I've already mentioned a couple. The very first concert I went to, and I'm not ashamed to say it, was Tiffany, if you remember who Tiffany is. Tiffany and New Kids on the Block. Yes. Now, Tiffany was the headliner. Tiffany was the headliner, and New Kids on the Block were the opening acts, and that's when they were like nobodies. And I saw them at the Garden State Arts Center in 1987. And I don't have any pictures from that concert. And I went with my father. I think I went with my father, and I went with my stepmother at the time, Susan. and we sat up in the grass. You know, if you've been to the Gardens of the Arts Center, there's a grassy spot, a grassy area you can sit and watch the concert. So we were like way up, but or now that I think about it, I think we were. I don't think we were in the grass. I think we were close to the grass area. So we were kind of far away from the stage, but it was I was able to see the stage. It was pretty good. I got a question here asking me where the lava lamp is. Well, the lava lamp is over here, off camera. I don't have it on tonight, so there's really not much to see. Um, Hopefully, by the time I do the next show, I'm gonna actually at the end of this show, I'm going to tell you what the next show is. But by the time the next show is broadcast, hopefully I can adjust this camera so that you can see the lava lamp behind me. But I don't have it on tonight, so there's nothing to see. Okay. So, yeah, so I saw Tiffany and New Kids on the Block at the Gardens of the Arts Center in 1987. Who else have I seen? I've seen Huey Lewis and the News. I saw them in 1999 at, I think I saw them at Trump, one of the Trump hotels in Atlantic City. That was a good show. I did take a picture, which I don't have. Do I? No, I don't have. I took a picture of. I took a picture. It's funny because I was the only person taking pictures because they said don't take any pictures. I snuck a camera in there and took pictures anyway. But which I don't. I should have probably looked for it so I could have showed it to you during this broadcast, but I don't have it with me at the moment. Let's see. I also saw the B-52s. I think right around the same time. I saw them in 1999 as well. I think I also saw them at one of the Trump places in Atlantic City. That was an interesting concert, and I had a good. I think that was a good. We had good seats for that. I think I took my stepfather Joe to see the B-52s, and I took my mother to see Huey Lewis. Let's see the other, and of course I've already mentioned that I saw Def Leppard Journey. And that was in 2006. I saw that with Patty Mosier, and I also saw. Now this is a little backstory. I saw Stryper. I saw Stryper. Now Stryper is a Christian rock band, and I saw them in 2009 at the Stone Pony in Asbury Park. I also went with Patty Mosier to that. Reason why we went to that because Patty was a big Stryper fan, and I acquired tickets, and I acquired backstage tickets and a meet and greet. So we actually got to see them do the sound check, and we also met the band. So that was pretty cool. That was actually a pretty cool show. And let's see. Well, I already told you about Billy Joel. So that's pretty much all the concerts I've been to. Let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know I'm a little anemic there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 6 concerts I've been to. Okay. Who have I seen the most live? Well, I've only seen each person once, so I guess I've only seen I've only seen everybody once, so I guess that's the answer to that. My favorite movie soundtrack. My favorite movie soundtrack is where is it? It's over here. Now I don't know if anybody is now this is the singles soundtrack. This came out in 1992. Now honestly, now what's this? Oh, I'm getting pictures from people. Awesome. Okay, very good. And I love how there's only 3 people watching me too. It's amazing as well. Okay, well, anyway, the singles. Now the movie sucked. Okay, I didn't like the movie, but the soundtrack is awesome because this is in the middle of the grunge movement of the early 1990s. So like every major grunge song at the time is on this soundtrack. You know, there you got Alice in Chains, you got Chris Cornell, you got Pearl Jam, Soundgarden. I mean, the Screaming Trees. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff on here. This is an awesome soundtrack. Too bad the movie wasn't that good. But actually, Pearl Jam was in the movie, but that didn't make it any better. But this soundtrack is awesome, and so this is my favorite movie soundtrack. Okay, we're almost to the end of the questions. Oh boy, look, we're already been on for 35 minutes. Holy mackerel! Okay, the next 2 questions really don't pertain to me because they don't. I mean, like the next question is, what was my last musical phase before I wised up? Well, you know what? I like all different kinds of music, so I mean, I didn't really wise up, did I? No. Um, so I don't really have a musical phase. I mean, I like all sorts of things. I like new stuff, old stuff. Doesn't matter to me. And what's my guilty pleasure that I hate to admit to liking? Well. Um, I don't have any guilty pleasures. I like everything. I mean, I'm not ashamed to say. I mean, I mean, people be ashamed to say, "Oh, I like Barry Manilow or I like Air Supply or junk like that." I don't. I got nothing to hide. I can fully tell you I like Billy Joel and I like Barry Manilow and all that stuff. I even like the new people. I mean, I like one of the new artists I like, is Charlie XCX. I like Charlie. I like Charlie XCX. She did Boom Clap a couple of years ago. She did Fancy with Iggy Azalea. I mean, that's all good stuff. I mean, I'm not ashamed of anything. I like all different kinds of things. So there you have it. There you have it. I answered 20 music related questions. Very very exciting. I hope you enjoyed it. And this, I have 3 people watching me. I don't know who the 3 people are. They've been pretty constant. So to the 3 people watching, thanks a lot. Hopefully, some people that are in the chat room are one of the 3. But so anyway, so that's the show for tonight. The next show is going to be on not Saturday, no. It's going to be Sunday, June 5th, because we're going to be doing this the first Sunday of the month, and the first Sunday of next month is the 5th. So we're going to see June 5th is the next show. And I don't know what I'm going to be talking about on the next show. I haven't quite come up with a topic yet, but it's going to revolve around now. If you watched some of my older Pirate Jim shows, I was giving away, and I still have them. I still have Pirate Jim T-shirts up in the attic. And on the next show, I'm going to be coming up with some sort of creative way to give them away. Whether people text me or call me or something, I'll come up with something. I don't know. But so I can give away some Pirate Jim T-shirts on the next show. Before I shut this thing off, I just want to tell you that I'm going to be making a very rare public appearance outside of work, of course. I'm going to be attending Tom's River's 6th annual Food Fest, which is happening on Washington Street, downtown Tom's River, on Saturday, May 14th. And if you've never been there before, it's a lot of food vendors. They have some music entertainment. A bunch of radio stations are there. That's why I like to go. I think this year, WRAT, The Rat, and WJRZ are going to be there. I think they're the MCs of the entertainment on the stage, so I'm sure I'll be hanging out with them probably and sampling all the food that's out there. Autographs. Well, I'm gonna have to start charging for autographs, Frank. If this show takes off, I don't know. I doubt it. If this show takes off, I might have to start charging for autographs. I don't know. But anyway. So I'll be at Food Fest on Saturday, May 14th, around 11 o'clock in the morning. It starts at 11 o'clock in the morning. I mean, it runs all day, but I'm not going to be there all day. I'll probably be there for at least a couple hours. So from 11 o'clock to maybe, I don't know, 1 or so. I don't know. We'll see. But stay tuned to my Facebook page, and I'll let you know for sure. So there you have it. That's the show. This was the first broadcast of the new Pirate Jim TV, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. I'm going to now switch to a closing graphic. Really, really professional here. And I'm going to switch to a closing graphic. I'm going to say thanks for watching, and we'll see you next month.